Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tara, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at what makes you breathtakingly beautiful. Okay, please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest, as the messages may differ for everyone watching. I'm now going to show you a crystal. So for pile number 1, we have green Aventurine. For pile number 2, we have purple agate. And for pile number 3, we have turquoise. I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to, the one that is calling out to your soul the most, and that will be your pile for today. But of course, if you're drawn to more than one pile, always trust your intuition. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I will see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number 1s. If you chose this green Aventurine crystal, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at what makes you breathtakingly beautiful. Okay, you chose the card Truth. I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of your cards, but please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest, especially when I talk about physical features. If it doesn't resonate, don't take it. Okay, let's add your cards and see what shows up. Okay, my pile number 1s. For your cards, we have Free Spirit, we have Shine, we have Aphrodite with Inner Goddess. Awaken the goddess within you through dawn, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. We have the 9 of Cups. For your tarot cards, we have the Queen of Inspiration, which is the Queen of Wands. We have the 9 of Emotions, which is the 9 of Cups. We have the 5 of Inspiration, which is the 5 of Wands. We have the Moon card. We have the Queen of Voices, which is the Queen of Swords. We have the Page of Inspiration, which is the Page of Wands. We have the Awakening card, which is the Judgment card. And we have the Chariot. Okay, my pile number 1s. In terms of what makes you breathtakingly beautiful, as I start your reading right off the bat, I'm hearing that song Beautiful People. So this is my pile of very beautiful people, no matter what you look like, because I guess that song to me reminds me of having many different people with different looks, and they're all just beautiful in their own way. So that's a song I heard right off the bat. Anyways, I feel like this energy here, my pile number 1s, that you are someone that really shines within your beauty, and that makes you breathtakingly beautiful. But, as I say certain things here, you may be like, that's not true, like try to humble yourself. Because we have the Five of Wands here, I feel this energy that some of you have a lot of beauty, but maybe you don't necessarily see it yourself. Like, how they say, when we walk around, people see our features for the first time, but we kind of get used to it, and they're looking at us like we're the most beautiful thing on earth, but we're kind of getting used to our features. It happens, and I guess it's normal. But at the same time, I feel like certain people look at you when you're walking around and they actually think of you to be very confident in yourself with the way you look. Or maybe they just assume that you're so beautiful that you would have a certain amount of confidence within yourself and no insecurities and whatever. But like, I guess we all have insecurities. We all have certain things we don't really like about ourselves. So Spirit is saying, when I say these messages, be very receptive to them. Even if you cannot see it yourself, this may be things people see in you. Okay, because I feel like when people look at you with the genie lamp here and the Nine of Cups, I feel like there's certain people that would even wish to have your features, wish to have your life, wish to even be you. Like for example, we have Aphrodite here. Aphrodite was the goddess of love, beauty, pleasure, sexual desire, seductive energies, but also this divine goddess energy of like appreciating our beauty and our divinity. You know what I mean? And if you look at statues of her, she's the most beautiful goddess, but she's not perfect. And it's not to say she isn't beautiful, but if you've ever looked at any statues of her, she has like, a mid-sized body. She's not perfect, but her imperfections make her so beautiful. And she's literally worshipped as a goddess, 11:22 on the clock. And I feel like you have this type of beauty where it seems like you've been blessed by Aphrodite herself, by so much of this breathtakingly beautiful energy that maybe you don't even notice it within yourself, but others notice it within you. Okay, my pile number ones, and this is what I feel right off the bat. Certain things you see in yourself, I feel like some of you are healing from things people have said to you, because you shine so brightly, my pile number ones, that sometimes people try to shoot you down, to make you, I'm hearing, to humble you, to make you not see that beauty within yourself. Because I mean, if you have so much beauty that it seems like you've been blessed by Aphrodite herself with so much beauty and this seductive energy as well, but not just seductive energy, beauty. It's like certain people see how bright you shine, and it's like they want to tear you down, to humble you, to make you not seem or see yourself the way others see you, okay? So I feel like you are healing your perception of self, okay? And that's something that is very important here for you along your journey to finding your confidence. And finding that self-love back, because Spirit is showing me the peacock, and the peacock really is a bird that stands out with all its beautiful colorful feathers. Even here we see so much colorful energy. Some of you may just be very colorful people that stand out in a way, and it's like people see that, but then they almost tell you you're not a peacock, you're a chicken, and now you believe you're a chicken, but you're actually a peacock. Do you get what I mean? The analogy I'm trying to use. You are so breathtakingly beautiful, my pile number ones. I think it's just a matter of seeing it yourself, seeing yourself the way others look at you, because there's a lot of traits people wish to have that you have. And that's something I see with the genie lamp here. Okay? So before we actually get into those qualities and traits I see, I do have a small favor to ask from you, my pile number ones. The last 3 months, 77% of people who watch my channel didn't subscribe. So if you've ever liked any of the videos I've posted and you like this channel, can you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button? It helps my channel more than you know, and the bigger the channel gets, the more content I can put out and create for you guys. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of the reading. Okay, so now I'm just going to close my eyes and ask Spirit, what are the traits and features that are considered breathtakingly beautiful in pile number one? And what are these features that others wish to have? Because the Five of Wands also sometimes represents a competition energy, and like people will sometimes even look at you, and you may not believe this, but people will sometimes look at you and feel like they want what you have, like they feel insecure, like they wish they could almost be you, or wish they could have certain features you have. So let's see, what do they wish for that pile number one has in terms of their physical features? I'm seeing eyes, eyelashes. Some of you have very beautiful eyes, and I'm feeling like some of you have the kind of eyes that just scream like seductive energy. I don't know why I'm picking up on that. Whereas others of you have just really beautiful eyes and eyelashes, and people love to look into your eyes or wish they had your eyes. Or if you have a certain eye color that's really beautiful, or eye shape that's really beautiful, it's like people really would wish to have your eyes. I know this is not what the reading's about, but I want to show you a little bit into what I see here, what makes you breathtakingly beautiful. And others wish for these traits and qualities. I'm seeing sunglasses. Some of you really wear beautiful sunglasses, and it makes people look at you. I'm seeing headphones. So you know what headphones remind me of? Music. Have you ever seen on TV when someone comes onto the scene and they're just so beautiful, and time just slows down and a song is playing, and then they shake their hair and they look so gorgeous? That's the quality I feel you have. It's like when you walk somewhere, or wherever you go, it's like time slows down. It feels like music is playing. I'm also hearing some of you have model-like features, or at least that's what people think of you, that makes you breathtakingly beautiful. Anything else, Spirit? I'm hearing that song, Body Yaddy Yaddy Yaddy. I don't know who it's by. I think it's Megan Thee Stallion. Body. So your body, people wish to have your body. And then Spirit was also showing me teeth. Like some of you have really good looking teeth. Some of you have really good looking nails and hands. Maybe the way you do your nails, even if it's natural nails, maybe people think it looks beautiful in your hands. Some of you just have gorgeous hands. Some of you wear bodysuits is something I saw. Some of you, the way you do your eyeliner and your eye makeup is really gorgeous and good looking and breathtakingly beautiful, and people love to look at that. And I'm also just seeing maybe even traits you yourself deem as unlovable, traits you yourself don't even see inside of you. Like, for example, you know how I mentioned Aphrodite and the mid-sized body, with body standards and beauty standards these days, we believe we should look a certain way. But maybe, you are considered beautiful with that, even if you don't like it about yourself. Or let's say you have curly hair and you wish to have straight hair, but other people look at you and wish they had your curly hair, for example. I feel like some of you have really beautiful hair, and like people want to run their fingers through your hair. I'm seeing some of you have dyed your hair gray. I don't know why I'm seeing that. Or like colored hair, like you've dyed your hair a color and it looks beautiful. And I'm seeing some of you have like braids and it looks really gorgeous on you, or like wavy, beach wavy hair. Some of you have like an afro and it looks really gorgeous on you. And I'm seeing some of you look very fit with your body. You look like you really take care of your body, or some of you just look very juicy with your body. That's something I see. Some of you have really good facial structures, and that is what is considered breathtakingly beautiful about you. And your lips. People are really drawn to your lips, your eyebrows as well. I'm seeing some of you have like ginger hair that is really considered really beautiful, or red hair. Okay. And I'm seeing some of you love to express yourself in a very unique way where you stand out, where you express yourself authentically, and people love that. Like if you wear certain clothes that, not many people have that aesthetic or pull it off in the way you do, or maybe you just really go crazy with your look and express yourself with lots of color. I'm seeing some of you like to wear, bold lipsticks, and that looks really breathtakingly beautiful on you. So I guess these are kind of like the physical features I'm seeing. Some of you have bobs like this, and it looks really gorgeous. And like your side features look really gorgeous. I keep seeing people are drawn to your lips. And some of you have this very angelic, heavenly look to you with the Awakening card and Queen of Swords, because look at her wing. It's like white. So some of you, it's like, that saying, it looks like you fell from heaven. That's what I'm seeing here in your cards. And some of you love to wear pink. Some of you are very girly or very classy, like this Marilyn Monroe type of vibe here. Some of you also look really breathtakingly beautiful in work clothes. That's something I see. But anyways, I feel like you are healing your perception of self and learning to see the traits in you that are considered breathtakingly beautiful. Okay, so learn to look at yourself, learn to find the traits that are gorgeous about you. Even if we cannot change our insecurities, sometimes a simple mindset change in noticing the things about us that we do like can help us build our self-worth and confidence. But there's something about you glowing when you are stepping into your confidence and shining no matter what other people's projections are, no matter what other people's opinions are. When you really stand in your power, my pile number ones, that is what makes you breathtakingly beautiful, because you free yourself of other people's opinions, you free yourself of what other people think, and you free yourself by standing out and shining and like being like that peacock and standing out and knowing you are the SHIT is what I'm hearing. And standing in your truth, standing in your power, expressing yourself authentically. If you want to wear it, wear it. Don't be afraid of shining too much, because that's what makes you breathtakingly beautiful, my pile number ones. And what I also see here, I also saw a door. So what makes you breathtakingly beautiful, my pile ones, is when you walk away from what no longer serves you. 444 and 11:33 on the clock. In my timer, I saw 444. So there's something about you like really being protected from people that aren't gonna treat you correctly, because 444 is about protection, but it's also about building something within ourselves, safety, security, that kind of energy. But I see that as like when you walk away from what no longer serves you, when you walk away from people that try to dim your light, when you walk away from situations that don't allow you to fully express yourself, it's like you take back your power. But not only that, you rebuild your self-confidence and you give yourself that birthright to shine out and stand out to the world. And like even the horses here represent freedom, so it's like you are freeing yourself in the process. And when you really give yourself and allow yourself to do that, manifestations pour in, happiness, joy pours in, your deepest wishes and desires pour in. But not only that, you are allowing yourself to appreciate your divinity, as Aphrodite says here. And you're just awakening to your power and who you're supposed to be in this lifetime, someone that really shines out. I also see what makes you breathtakingly beautiful is the fact that you are healing from those things people have said to you. But not only are you healing from it, you're breaking free from what people have said to you. You're like, no, that is not true. That person said that to me, but they were just projecting their own insecurity onto me. That's not true. That's not true. I love myself. I'm gorgeous. I'm beautiful. That kind of energy. And that just makes you even more breathtakingly beautiful. I feel like you, my pile number ones, are very magnetic in some type of way, because I'm seeing a lot of orange here in your cards, like here, and a lot of like turquoise, greens, and blues. So with the orange, I see that as a magnetic energy, the sacral chakra energy, which relates to our sensuality. It relates to confidence. It relates to that magnetic energy of attracting our desires and our manifestations. So there's something about you that is very magnetic and juicy in the way that you are breathtakingly beautiful. Okay, and there's something about you that really stands out in your breathtaking beauty. And I'm seeing here also what makes you breathtakingly beautiful. I'm hearing for some of you, you have gorgeous voices and people really love to hear your voice. And the fact that you are not only finding your power, claiming your power back, not letting anyone take your power away from you, but also you're coming to some sense of healing where you can forgive those that once hurt you. And I know forgiveness takes time. We first have to process our emotions and process whatever has hurt us before we can, forgive. But there's some part of you that doesn't treat them the same way they treated you, people from your past, because I'm seeing an energy of like people from your past that were really, really shady. They didn't have the best intentions towards you. It was like they projected their own insecurities onto you and they really treated you badly, because I'm hearing the song Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish, especially the part when she says, I don't talk about you on the internet. So there's something about you that is breathtakingly beautiful when you move on from that, because there's something about them really worrying and knowing that they can't get you back. I see someone being very angry, someone from the past, that they can't get you back, that you have found your self-worth, that you have found your own sense of power within yourself and walked away from that. And now you've seen things in a different perspective. You've made the choice to stay away from that negative energy. And it's like you are so breathtakingly beautiful that you are one in a million, and those people from the past will never find another you. And that is something I see here. I'm also hearing Pretty When You Cry by Lana Del Rey. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but anyways, I'm seeing this energy with you, my pile ones. Especially like with people from the past, there's something about you being mysterious and leveling up in your life. Not only leveling up physically, like with your physical manifestations, but you're also glowing up internally, externally, and it's not just physically glowing up, it's like also an internal and mental and emotional glow up, because it's like you're finding an awakening to your power, okay, and you're not going back to what once hurt you, and you're starting to become more relaxed in that confidence you own. You're starting to become more hopeful for life, and your gentle nature is such a beautiful energy in you that makes your heart shine out. What I was wanting to speak about with the green and like the bluish turquoise colors, it reminds me of the heart chakra energy, but also the throat chakra. So there's something about your heart shining out so much that it makes you even more breathtakingly beautiful, because what I've learned from reading tarot is when our heart shines out, when we live life through our heart, it actually brings more beauty to us physically, where other people see us as more beautiful. I want to tell you a story about a friend I have. So she is, you know, really, really gorgeous physically, right? But she also has people around her that are also gorgeous. But then they, you know, get jealous of her, and they get very ugly and nasty, and, you know, they're so beautiful, but they don't see it themselves, and then they try to, like, you know, project onto her and things like that. And she's had certain friends where, you know, their husbands come over, but she's not trying to flirt with their husbands. But since her heart shines out so much, you know, she really just attracts and is magnetic to people without even trying. You know what I mean? And those people around her that are jealous, that are bitter, that are vindictive, they actually give off this very ugly aura because they're in that energy. They're not in their heart space. But I promise you, if they were in their heart space, their husbands wouldn't look at her. You get what I mean? Maybe not, because I can't say. Some people are just weird like that, but this is not what the reading's about. Anyways, I'm letting you know that when our heart shines out, it actually makes our aura so much more magnetic to people, things, experiences that we desire. And it's like, that is what I'm seeing here. That's what makes you breathtakingly beautiful, because you're someone that is really a giver. And I feel like even if you had all the money in the world, or everything in the world to be able to give to people, you'd share with others. And that's what makes your soul very breathtakingly beautiful. And I'm seeing here, you just attract people into your life effortlessly. That's something I see. Even if you don't see it yourself, that is something I see. And when you relax into that state of knowing your self-worth, it makes you shine even more. And I feel like you're just turning your luck around as you step into your power, my pal number ones, and that is breathtakingly beautiful. So I really hope that this reading resonated. This is all I have for you at the moment. If you like this reading, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pal number twos. If you chose this purple agate crystal, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at what makes you breathtakingly beautiful. Okay, you chose the card recognition. I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of your cards, but please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest, especially when I mention physical features. I know all of us here look different, so just take what resonates, leave the rest. Let's add your cards and see what shows up for you. Okay, my pal number twos, for your cards we have magic, we have pleasure, we have cycles and rhythms with honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. We have the Lover's card. I love this fairy in the background, and then the Magic card. This must be, I feel like some of this is my intuitive pile, some of this is my magical pile. If you've watched my readings before, you will know. We have the Star card. We have the Queen of Emotions, which is the Queen of Cups. We have the Queen of Materials, which is the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Inspiration, which is the Ace of Wands. We have the Ace of Voices, which is the Ace of Swords. We have the Hierophant. we have the Death card. And lastly, we have the Sun card. Okay, my pile number 2s. Now that we have your cards laid out, I see exactly what makes you breathtakingly beautiful. So as I look at your cards, I'm picking up this energy that you, my pile number 2s, wherever you go, everyone notices how and recognizes how breathtakingly beautiful you are with the recognition card. It is not a secret. It is not something we can hide. I don't know why. I'm seeing a vision of some of you, like, maybe you try to dress down and you try to, wear a hoodie or, I don't know why I'm seeing a vision of something a friend told me where she said I dressed in pajamas and like people were still staring at me. It's like even if you try to hide your beauty, you still have this breathtakingly beautiful vibe to you that makes you stand out, that makes you shine with all these stars here in the star card. There's something about you that is so recognizable and noticeable in your breathtakingly beautifulness of you. I feel like you can't hide it. It's known to everyone and it's not a secret. That's something I see here. I feel like some of you have this very romantic, alluring, dreamy vibe to you that makes you breathtakingly beautiful. But also with the magic card, I'm seeing a vision of Elaine from The Love Witch. And I feel like there's this energy, when she was sitting there on the bench, if you've ever watched that movie, and she was looking at a professor there, and she kind of just lured him over to her with her eyes. It was a very telepathic experience where she just looked into his eyes, and he was talking to another woman there. And as he was talking to the other woman and she locked eyes with him, it was like she telepathically drew him in or lured him in without even speaking, without even doing anything. And he all of a sudden stopped speaking to that woman there and started walking over to Elaine and just stopped the conversation entirely, where the other woman was so confused. And I feel like you have that ability. So Spirit is showing me it's almost like how breathtakingly beautiful you are is so magical. It's like people are under some kind of love spell where you don't even have to say or do anything. There's just this very alluring vibe to you. Some of you could even relate to mermaid or fairy energy in the type of beauty you have, which I'll explain in a moment. But I feel for most of you, it's like you have this type of vibe that lures people in, almost like a mermaid. And I'm seeing some of you have this vibe where like you have a very beautiful voice, a very healing voice as well, that people are just drawn and attracted to you and allured in by your voice. But you also have this very dreamy vibe to you as well that is just very alluring. And like some of you that relate to mermaid energy, you could lure people in. You could just have this type of vibe that is like, come to me, come to me, come to me. And they can't resist that. That's something I'm hearing. And it's kind of like some of you have this dangerously seductive vibe to you with the mermaid energy, where it's like, how they say some sirens will lure people into, well, men and sailors to their death. And some of you have this soft, gorgeous mermaid energy to you, where it's like almost like Little Mermaid energy and very light and like I'm seeing some of you have this dangerously seductive vibe, whereas some of you have this type of beauty, this breathtakingly beautiful energy where it's soft and gorgeous and shimmery, if that makes sense, where you like, you're not trying to lure people in dangerously, but it's like you just lure them in without trying, because you have that soft mermaidy silky vibe to you. I don't know why I'm getting the vibe of silk, like I'm feeling silk. Like some of you have this soft, gentle, breathtakingly beautiful vibe, and it's like It's like people are under a love spell and they can't control how they feel towards you. Like, I'm seeing some people just develop really deep feelings towards you because of how breathtakingly beautiful you are, that they can't resist you, my pile number one, my pile number twos. And I'm seeing this vibe of this very romantic energy you hold, where like people just want to fall in love with you. And when they fall in love with you, it's like they fall deeply in love with you and they can't stop it. That's something I see. You may also relate to stealing attention from people because of how breathtakingly beautiful you are, where, you know, you walk into a room or you walk somewhere and all eyes are on you. You steal all attention from people in a very strong and powerful way. That's something I see here. So before I get into more of what I see here and before we continue with your reading, I do have a small favor to ask from you, my pile number twos. If you've ever liked any of the videos I've posted, if you like this reading up until now, can you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button? It helps my channel more than you know, because the past 3 months, 77% of people who watch my channel didn't subscribe. So if you've ever liked these videos, please hit the subscribe button. And thank you for all your love. Thank you for all your support. And I hope you enjoy the rest of this reading. So yeah, in terms of those that have or relate to fairy-like energy, you have this type of breathtakingly beautiful energy where it's like you just have this magical yet almost like soft, gentle, breathtakingly beautiful vibe to you, where you almost look like fairy-like. The best way I can describe it is you are like a fairy amongst a bunch of humans, and it's like you're wondering, why does everyone stare at me? Why is everyone looking at me? But you don't see that you're this fairy fluttering around. And I feel like some of you give me my childhood dreams when I look at your vibe, if that makes sense, because I feel like some of you don't mind wearing pink and dressing up really girly and like almost like not childlike, but like, you know, when sometimes we become adults, I'm seeing a vision of myself in a store, and it's like I'm seeing these kids you know, hair accessories, and I'm like, why do they only make these for kids? You know, I'm an adult, but I would love to wear these things I used to wear as a kid, like those fluffy shoes and pink things and like just fairy like kind of magical energies, if that makes sense. I would still wear, you know, unicorn things and all of those things, and I feel like some of you relate to that energy. If not, also okay, but I just feel like you have this love spell energy as well that kind of just makes people fall in love with you because of how breathtakingly beautiful you are. I kind of want to close my eyes and see if any physical traits come up for what makes you breathtakingly beautiful, my pile number twos. So spirit guides of my pile number twos, what makes them breathtakingly beautiful? I'm seeing someone put on like lip gloss or lipstick in the rear view mirror, or it's like small mirror, and then they're like putting it on and their lips look really gorgeous. That's something I see. I'm seeing handbags. Some of you look really good with the handbags you wear. Maybe you like wearing nice handbags and spoiling yourself. And I'm seeing nails. Some of you have really breathtakingly beautiful nails. For pile number two, what makes them breathtakingly beautiful, spirit guides? I'm seeing Cinderella like sweeping, and you know, some of you could, you know, in the day you're like maybe in your normal clothes you're sweeping, you're cleaning, and then after that, you know, like Cinderella transforms into the ball gown and everything, and she's so breathtakingly beautiful. Some of you could be gorgeous either way, like when you are just yourself in sweatpants, in clothes, in normal day-to-day clothes at home, and your hair is in a bun or all messy, it's like you still look breathtakingly beautiful when you're like that, and when you're like Cinderella that transforms into this beautiful ball gown. I'm seeing headphones, so similar to pile one, where I said to them, there's this vibe of like when you walk somewhere or wherever you go. If you've ever seen in movies when, someone comes in and music plays and time just slows down and then they shake their hair and it's like they just look so breathtakingly beautiful. I feel like you have that effect on people wherever you go. And I'm seeing a crown. So some of you have this breathtakingly beautiful vibe to you where it's like you have queen, king energy, royalty energy, and that's something I see here that makes you breathtakingly beautiful. And it's like people just put you on a pedestal. I'm seeing some of you bake or cook, or you love cooking, and it's like people find that to be very beautiful about you, or maybe this, like the way you do it is very creative and they find that beautiful. Yeah, like I'm seeing Tiana from, I don't know if some of you like princess movies. I'm seeing Tiana when she was like making the restaurant and she was working so hard, but maybe she had like, or I'm seeing some of you like, you're painting or something and you have paint all over your face, but you're still so breathtakingly beautiful. Or like Tiana when she worked so hard at making the restaurant and she still looked very gorgeous. I'm seeing that. Spirit is also showing me your lips. Like people find your lips to be very gorgeous, very breathtakingly beautiful. Some of your lips are to be found very juicy. Well, I did say I saw someone putting on lip gloss. Okay. What else? Let's see. Some of you have really cute cheeks or really cute faces, and people find it very breathtakingly beautiful. And it's like some of you have dimples, and that makes you even cuter. Some of you, your legs are like very desirable and irresistible. Like people look at your legs and they want to run their fingers across it. Or I'm seeing like people will look at you and maybe they'll want to put sunscreen on you if you're ever at the beach. I'm seeing some of you are very creative or creative in the way you express yourself. Some of you have beautiful smiles, iridescent smiles, or some of you like to wear glitter and just like things like that that really help you express yourself. And I'm seeing some of you like to go out and party and you look very gorgeous when you do that. I don't know why I'm seeing that, but I am, and it's like people consider you to be the life of the party and such a pleasure to be around. This goddess, she was the goddess of stars, the goddess of shine, and she was someone that really shined out. And over in Ibiza, they still have parties in honor of her because she's also a goddess of pleasure, of like enjoying yourself, of things like that. And there's something about you radiating that vibe of someone that really shines, someone that really has a lot of beauty and stands out. But it's like, not only that, people find you a pleasure to be around. People find you so joyful to be around. What also makes you breathtakingly beautiful is when you find yourself to be worthy of the things you desire, because I'm feeling like a lot of you have been working on your self-worth and bringing that up to a level where, you're really transforming from things that have hurt you in the past and building up your self-worth to believe that you're worthy of, standing out and shining. But not only that, but like your dreams, your goals, your desires, what makes you happy. You're worthy of being happy. You're worthy of having the things you desire. That's something I see. But you're also very irresistible and desirable in terms of your beauty. That's something I see here. Spirit is also showing me a lion or a lioness. And, since the lion is the king of the jungle, there's something about you really having this type of breathtakingly beautiful effect on people where you just stand out in some way. And that's something I see here. And I don't know if some of you, like I'm seeing someone, wash their face with rose quartz water, or use like a rose quartz face roller or something like that. Or I don't know why I'm seeing that. Maybe it gives you this effect, or I don't know if some of you like wear rose quartz when you're going out, and like, or different crystals in your bag or on you, and then people like to compliment you. That's something I see. What also makes you breathtakingly beautiful is your mind, because I'm seeing you're very smart people, my pile number twos, and it's like you're also healing from things that from childhood, and like as you heal, as you find your self-worth, it makes you even more breathtakingly beautiful, because it puts you onto the path where you're receiving a lot of blessings from the universe, where you're transforming yourself constantly, where you're following what your higher self is showing you, and where you are finding wisdom from the things that once hurt you and once broke your heart, but now your heart is being mended and is starting to shine even more. And it's like you're picking up the pieces of your heart and putting them back together. And because your heart shines out so much as well, it makes you breathtakingly beautiful, because you live life by your heart, and you're someone that is always transforming, always bettering yourself, always growing. Okay, that's something I see here. Some of you could relate to starseed energy, or your breathtakingly beautiful energy is out of this world. Like, some of you have a very unique beauty where it's like not many people will look like you, or you have very unique features or traits that is out of this world. That's something I see here. I'm also seeing this vibe where some of you look very healthy and glowy and radiant, and that makes you breathtakingly beautiful, where people naturally assume that you take care of yourself, that you eat a lot of vegetables, fruits, and that you exercise. That's something I see here. And I feel like when you get excited or happy about the things you love, there is so much light radiating from you that it's like people could just fall in love with you. That's how breathtakingly beautiful you are. When you really get happy and excited about the things that make you happy, that make your heart shine, that make your heart sing. And that's something I see here that makes you breathtakingly beautiful. Some of you also look very bougie, very abundant in the things you wear, or you could wear certain things and people think or assume that you're very rich, because it's like you just give off that very bougie type of vibe. And some of you just have this magnetic, irresistible, desirable type of vibe to you. And I feel like some of you are really breathtakingly beautiful because you are someone that is very compassionate, very open with your heart. And it's like you honor your emotions, you honor your intuition, you have a very big connection with your higher self, and you're also having this very deep vibe to you where you see the world with such depth, and you also are someone that is very patient, trustworthy, and it's like people love that about you and love how you are someone that is following your intuition to where you're supposed to be. And I feel like you are also very generous, and that makes you breathtakingly beautiful in your soul. Okay, I also feel like some of you are good listeners, and some of you have this really breathtakingly beautiful vibe when you wear accessories, things like that. That's something I see, or earrings. And I'm seeing some of you are always transforming the way you look, or you always have new things, and it's like, maybe people expect you to dress a certain way today, and then they're like, what is that person gonna wear? And then you wear something completely different to what they were thinking. And I think some of you change your aesthetics all the time, and it's like you keep people what's the word, it's like this mystery if that makes sense. And that's what I see here. So I think this is all I have for you, my pile number ones. I really hope that my pile number twos. I really hope that this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number threes. If you chose this turquoise crystal, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at what makes you breathtakingly beautiful. Okay, please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest, as the messages may differ for everyone watching, especially when I mention physical traits. Not everyone here has the same features, so just keep that in mind. You chose the card Memories. I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of your cards. Let's see what shows up today. Okay, so for your cards, we have Communication, we have Celestial Alignment, we have the arts with Express Yourself through creative activities, we have the Queen of Swords, for your tarot cards, we have the Three of Emotions, which is the Three of Cups, we have the Ace of Materials, which is the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Two of Inspiration, which is the Two of Wands, we have the Empress, we have the Fool, we have the Four of Emotions, which is the Four of Cups, we have the Page of Materials, which is the Page of Pentacles, and lastly we have the Eight of Materials, which is the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, my pile number threes, now that we have your cards laid out, I see exactly what makes you breathtakingly beautiful. So first off, right off the bat, I'm hearing the word Anya Taylor-Joy. I think she's an actress, and I do feel this very ethereal vibe from your beauty with the Celestial Alignment card, and we see this woman that is in the heavens. So there's something about you that exudes this very ethereal, heavenly, out of this world type of beauty that is breathtaking, where it's kind of like even your heart just shines out as we see this pink light coming from her heart. And I feel like you have this very ethereal beauty that actually you don't even realize how much people just love to look at you. That's a feeling I get from your breathtakingly beautiful energy, my pile number threes. And I just feel like a lot of people look at you, and this ethereal beauty or this ethereal nature you give off is not what a lot of people have. So it's like I see a lot of people compare themselves to you here with the Page of Pentacles, because we see this rose kind of morphing itself into this rose. And I feel like there's something here about people looking at you and sometimes comparing themselves to you, because like the Four of Cups here next to this card, I would take it as, you know, not feeling that great about themselves or feeling a little bit insecure within themselves. And you often get people compare themselves to you because you have so much physical beauty. And you yourself may listen to this and be like, nah, no one compares themselves to me. But actually, with the Eight of Pentacles here, I'm hearing the word perfect. Some people look at you and assume that you are perfect in some way. And I know you may not look at yourself that way, but this is something I'm hearing from spirit of like how other people view you. I feel like some of you have this very Pisces water sign type of vibe to you, where you're like head in the clouds type of energy, and you're kind of just in your own little world, and people find that to be very breathtakingly beautiful. And then with the Empress card here, I feel like some of you have this very Venusian magnetic beauty to you that makes you breathtakingly beautiful, because it's like you just attract people in and people love to look at you, even as we see here the Two of Wands, this kind of telescope looking at the Empress. So there's something about you that is so magnetic, so alluring, so Venusian, and people find you breathtakingly beautiful where they just love to stare at you. I don't know if you've ever been at a place where, you know, you're like having a dinner with a friend or lunch with a friend. I feel like this is even how your friends look at you here with the Three of Cups, where it's like they look at you, and I don't know if you've ever been in that scenario where your friend is just so beautiful and then you just want to keep staring at them because they're so beautiful, and you're just looking at them and they're talking and you're kind of just mesmerized with them. That's the feeling I get from you. Like, people just love to stare at you. People love to look at you. You may be that type of person that has that type of breathtakingly beautiful energy where you turn heads, where people's jaws drop at you, where people just love to stare at you all day. You may also be considered breathtakingly beautiful as a very photogenic person. That's something I'm hearing as well. Or you could also give off model-like features, even if you do not see that yourself. Others may look at you like that. And I'm hearing the song You Get Me So High by Doja Cat. So there's something about you that is very intoxicating, that is very much like, you know, when you look at someone and you almost feel like you're in another world looking at them because they're just so beautiful. And it's like, it feels like they're not sober even though they're sober when they're looking at you. That's something I hear from Spirit about how breathtakingly beautiful you are. And here with the Arts card, I feel like some people could even consider you to be a work of art in your breathtakingly beautiful energy. I just feel that energy, like a work of art. Or even with the swan here, there's this gentle, graceful kind of beauty you have, and it's like people just look at you as a work of art, like a muse, and we're even using the Muse Tarot today. So that's very interesting. That's something I see here. My pile number 3s, I do have a small favor to ask from you. The last 3 months, 77% of people who watch my channel didn't subscribe. So if you've ever liked any of the videos I've posted, if you like this channel, and if you like this reading up until now, can you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button? It helps my channel more than you know, and the bigger the channel gets, the more content I can put out and create for you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all your support, all your love, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this reading. I saw the number 555, and I'm really drawn to this rose here, and like the roses here. So, you know, a rose is a representation of beauty, of love, of also what I would consider lust. But then a rose also has its thorns, and, you know, when we look at nature, nature is not perfect, but it's imperfectly perfect. And I feel like you give off that vibe, a very romantic, alluring, Venusian type of vibe in your beauty that just, it's like when people look at roses, they just want to stare at it all day. And with 555 and how how a rose is always like growing, I feel like your beauty is ever growing. You're becoming more and more beautiful by the day. And I'm feeling like some of you even have this youthful look to you, where you age like fine wine is something I'm hearing here. And you become more beautiful by the day. That's something I see here. I also heard au revoir. I don't know if I'm even pronouncing it right. Some of you are French, but I googled what it means. It means goodbye until we meet again. So I feel like sometimes like people from your past will look back to memories you've had together along with this card and what I heard. It's like they look back to the memories you've had together, and there's something about you giving off such beauty in their memories that it's like you're stuck in their head all day on replay. You're in their memories. It's like when people from the past look at their memories with you, but not only just people from your past, people that know you now, they have memories of you. And I don't know if you've ever been with a friend or with a lover, and like, you're looking at them and you're finding them so beautiful because they're talking about the things they love. They're excited. They have the sparkle in their eye. Maybe they do things that are so cute, like certain facial expressions. And you keep that in your memories, or you keep photos of them. And it's like you find it so beautiful and so cute. That is the feeling I get of how people look at you in their memories, especially people from your past. It's like you're the one that got away, and they know they will never find anyone like you ever again. And that's something I see here about how breathtakingly beautiful you are, because it's like they know you're one in a million. They can never get another beauty like you again. Okay, I also feel like some of you have this very childlike presence to you, where you have like a sparkle in your eye, where you have this excitement for life, and that also makes you breathtakingly beautiful. That's something I see here. And I'm hearing the song She's Like a Rainbow. She comes in colors everywhere. So some of you, like looking at this rainbow, some of you have very colorful personalities. You're someone that is so optimistic for life. It's like you look at life with this fresh type of eyes and this beauty, and it's like that's what people see in you, and that's what people find breathtakingly beautiful about you. But also some of you have this very angelic, ethereal vibe to you. Spirit is showing me Mother Mary and unicorns. So some of you are like ethereal, some of you have this heavenly type of beauty like Mother Mary, and some of you have this magical type of beauty like a unicorn. Maybe you wouldn't consider yourself a unicorn, but you could just give off that type of beauty, or relate to fairies or mermaids and things like that. That's something I see here. um, I also want to just close my eyes and see whatever comes up in terms of physical features that I see here. The first thing I'm picking up on right off the bat with communication and Queen of Swords is your voice. People find your voice to be very breathtakingly beautiful. Something about your voice sounds like a melody, sounds so beautiful. Some of you could also have beautiful singing voices with the arts here, or you could just dress in a very creative way, express yourself in a very creative way. So what is breathtakingly beautiful about my pile threes? Physical features, please, spirit guides. Spirit is showing me a mirror, so I see that as like your reflection is so physically beautiful, and sometimes people just look at you, but the only times we see ourselves is in our reflection in the mirror. And it's like you don't even see yourself at certain angles where you look certainly so breathtakingly beautiful. You don't even see the way you smile, the way there's a sparkle in your eye when you get excited about things you love. You don't see the beauty others see in you, which is quite normal because we can't see ourselves from other people's perspectives. But I'm seeing like other people just view you as perfect, as a work of art, as so breathtakingly beautiful. I'm seeing a crystal ball. Some of you are very intuitive, or you have a very ethereal, spiritual type of beauty. Maybe you wear a lot of crystals or that type of vibe. And I'm seeing like an enchanted mirror now. So same thing with mirrors and reflections. Mirrors also represent truth. And since it's very... yeah, you give me this fairy tale, ethereal type of vibe. I keep seeing that. Spirit is showing me a car. Some of you could look breathtakingly beautiful when you drive around in your car. Like if you ever have anyone with you and you're staring at what you need to concentrate on at the road and they stare at you and they just find you so breathtakingly beautiful, or you're singing music together and they find you so beautiful. I'm seeing like goggles that you use underwater. So some of you look really good when you're swimming or like I don't know if you ever swim and then your hair gets in the water and looks very mermaidy, or if you look very good in a bikini, or you just look really good when you're swimming, when you're having fun, when you're doing things that you enjoy. It makes you look breathtakingly beautiful. Spirit is showing me a bracelet. Some of you look very good in jewelry and breathtakingly beautiful. And Spirit is making me feel in my not my sacral chakra, my solar plexus chakra. So you are someone that really shines out, and you're someone that is also, or you may be someone that is working on building up your self-worth, up your self-confidence. And when you do that, there's something about you that is even more breathtakingly beautiful. And I think people just sit and think about you all the time. That's something I see here. Or like if you have a social media, there's something about people loving to just stare at you. That's something I see. And when you feel safe enough to be yourself and express yourself and shine within your beauty, there's something about that. And your heart shines out so much. You're people that live life in your heart space, and that is what people find breathtakingly beautiful. I also feel like some of you have gorgeous smiles or laughter, and it's like when you're in that playful, fun vibe, people find you so breathtakingly beautiful. I'm also seeing like makeup over here. Like some of you look really good in makeup. Some of you have this very beautiful vibe. Like some of you have blue or green eyes and people love to look into your eyes. Or some of you have very cute eyes, very cute doe eyes. Even if you have brown eyes or hazel eyes, it's like your eyes are very beautiful to look at. It's breathtakingly beautiful. I'm also seeing, I keep seeing smiles. I don't know why I'm seeing pregnancy and then I saw Mother Mary. So some of you look good. Like if you're pregnant right now, I know this is not for everyone. Maybe this is for one of you. If you're pregnant right now, or if you were once pregnant, you looked very breathtakingly beautiful in your pregnancy, in that divine feminine energy. I'm seeing like juicy lips and your hair. Like some of you have very curly, wavy hair, or some of you have beautiful straight hair. Like it's just very gorgeous. And I don't know how to explain this, but I'm seeing hair that is like very, very, very curly. And it's like people really like to look at that. And that is what is breathtakingly beautiful about you. Some of you have afros or just very curly hair. That's something I keep seeing. You know what I'm also getting? I'm getting a vibe like some of your families like have pictures of you up in your your childhood home and things like that, and like when people come in there, they're like, who's that? They're so gorgeous, they're so beautiful. Or like if your parents really love you and they're the type of people to show people, this is my child, and then people will be like, they're so gorgeous, they're so attractive, something like that. That's something I see here as well. And I keep picking up on your voice, and some of you are very smart, and some of you have different types of aesthetics, like you like to change your aesthetic, or you could pull off very much different types of looks that not many people can. I'm seeing also some of you are breathtakingly beautiful because you're living in your authentic truth. You are authentic to yourself in the way that you dress up, in the way that you are. It's like you You're very authentic to yourself, and that makes you very much breathtakingly beautiful. I'm also seeing some of you are very transformative, and that makes you breathtakingly beautiful because I feel like some of you are really learning to speak up for yourself, set boundaries, end karmic cycles that have to do with people pleasing or putting others before you. And it's like when you really do that, it puts you in this space where you are serving in your self-worth, okay? Serving looks in your self-worth, and it's like you're liberating yourself and freeing yourself of other people's expectations, and that makes you breathtakingly beautiful. And some of you, I see like you can try to like cover up the way you look and try to like keep the way you look a secret, but it's like people will still see how breathtakingly beautiful you are. I'm feeling like some of you as well have a very healing energy. You live life through your heart space, and that just makes your aura, your vibe very breathtakingly beautiful. And you have this very deep perspective of life. And I'm seeing here you are seen as beautiful right now, but also people wonder who you will be in the future. And it's like, that person is so breathtakingly beautiful now. I wonder what they're going to look like in the future. That type of energy. So this is what I see in your reading, my pile number 3s. I really hope that this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye!